Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we will be discussing about another question, that is we have to find the two odd occurring numbers in an array. In the previous video we have seen how we can find the one odd occurring number in an array. Now in this video we will be seeing how we can find the two odd occurring number in an array. Okay. So this is an important question that is frequently asked in the coding interviews or internship or the placements. So let's see how we can do this question. Okay, so first of all, if you are new to this channel, please I would request you to please subscribe, like and share your this video with your friends. And now let's begin and start implementing this question. Okay, so first of all, we require the size of the array, so we will accept the size of the array from the user. Okay, accept the enter the size of the array. Okay, now what I require is I will create an array of size n. Now will take the input of these of the elements from the array. Okay, so this is how we can take input of elements from an array for an array. Okay, now I will create a function that is void count two odd occurring. Okay, and here I will pass array and the size of the array. Okay, here I will call the function count two odd occurring and pass these two as parameter arguments. Okay, so let me first write down the code, then I will explain you how this code is working. Okay, so first of all, we will write. First of all, I will create a variable and initialize it to 0. Okay, because there are some steps which we have to follow in this question. So let me first explain these steps to you. So for first step is we will find out the XOR of all the elements of the array, like we have done in our previous question. Okay, of all the elements. Then second step says that we have to find out those elements whose last bit is set and those elements whose last bit is not set. Okay, so we will separate these two arrays, and then do the XOR of these two separate arrays, and whatever result we will get, those two elements will be our final result, or those two elements will be odd occurring number in our array. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that, so let me implement, then I will explain you line by line. Okay, so it says that for first of all, what I said that first step is we have to calculate the XOR of all the elements of the array. So first we will calculate XOR of all the elements of the array. XOR is equal to XOR of all the elements of the array. You have seen this in our previous video also, how we can calculate the XOR of all the elements of the array. So this XOR will contain all the elements of the array. Okay, let me take an example. Suppose I have taken uh, an array of size 6, and the elements of the array are 5, 4, 4, 6, 8 and 8. Okay, so let me first complete this code, then I will explain you. Okay, then what I will do, I will create one variable last bit. So last bit is equal to XOR and of negation of XOR minus 1. Okay, now I will do for type of 0 I less than n and express if array of I and last bit. Okay, array of I and last bit, if it is not equal to 0, we will here we need to create two separate arrays for those who have last bit as 0 and for those who have last bit as not 0. Okay, so we will create one variable 0 and another variable as 0, where we will store the result. Okay, so result will be equal to result XOR array of I. Okay, else the result 1 is equal to the result 1 XOR array of I. Okay, and finally we will print these two. So we will write two odd occurring numbers of the array are the result and result 1. Okay, so let me explain you how this logic or how this code is working. So first of all, I have explained, I have tell you that I have taken the size of the array 6, and these are the 6 elements that I have taken in the array. Let us take this as an example. Okay, so how what this for loop is doing, first of all, what I told you, the first step is we have to take the XOR of all the elements. So this, after this step, our XOR will have values that is equal to 5 XOR 6. Okay, this will have this will be the final result after this for loop. Okay, now we have to separate these two values. So this 5 and this 5. So this is pretty difficult operation. So for this I have taken for this I have wrote this line. So what this line is doing is that what is XOR of 5 and 6? It is equal to 3. Okay, so if you calculate, you can find it out that the XOR of 5 and 6 is 3. So what we are doing now is we are checking what step 2 I have told you. I have told you that now we will check for the last bit, whether the last bit is 0 or the last bit is 1. So basically we have to check the last bit whether it is set or not. Okay, so this is 3. Now the XOR is 3 after computing 5 XOR 6. Okay, now the last bit will, what it will do, this variable will store, it will store the XOR, that is 3 and, to do the AND operation of 3 and 3 negation of 3 minus 1, that is XOR minus 1 is 3, so we have to take this negation, that is not of these. Okay, so what is 3 in binary, that is 0 1 1, and what is 2 in binary is 0 1 0, but we have to take its negation, so its negation would be 1 0 1. So what it will do, it will, now after that what we have to perform the AND, that is 0 1 1, and we have to perform the AND with 1 0 1. So what would be the answer? It would be AND, if both the bits are 1, then only the output would be 1. So this is 0, this is 0, and this is 1. This is the last bit that we get, okay, as a set bit. Okay, now we have taken two separate variables, that is result and result1. These two will store our final two odd occurring elements from our array. Okay, now first of all let me comment this out. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now what I will do, now I have run another for loop for and traversing all the elements of the array and checking for those elements whose last bit is 0 and for those whose last bit is 1. Okay, so this was our array. Let me paste it over here and explain it to you how this is working. So this is for I equal to 0. So it will traverse through all the elements of this array, and what it will check? It will check if array of I, that is 5, and it will do the AND operation with the last bit. Last bit is basically what it is, 0 0 1. It is basically 1. So if the last bit is not equal to 0, means the last bit is set, or equal, it means that the last bit is set. It will store all the elements for those elements in the array whose last bit is set, and it will store the values of all those elements of the array whose last bit is 0. Okay, so it will store 5 XOR with 1. This is, we know that for 5 it is 1 0 1, and for 1 it is 0 0 1. So it is 1. So it is not equal to 0. It will store the result equal to 5. It will store the value of 5 in this. Take for 4, we know that the 4 is, for 4 the last bit is not set, for that is 0. It will go into the else condition, so it is stored over here. Okay, but it is again coming, the 4 is coming again in the array. So we know that for XOR, if both the same elements come and we do the XOR of those same elements, we will get output as 0. Okay, so this will be 0. So for 6, this will come in this else condition, and then it will store 6 in this result 1 array. Okay, now again 8 will come, 8, and the result 1 is already 6, so it will store 6 XOR 8. Okay, now 8 will again come from this array, and we know that for same elements again the output would be 0 for in case of XOR operation. So in result 1 the value of 6 will get stored, and in result res the value of 5 will be 5 will get stored. Okay, and finally we are printing out these two elements from this. After executing this loop, the output is coming out, and we are printing simply the two odd occurring number of the array are res and res1. So finally we are calling this function, and let's see if we are getting desired output, or if we are getting a desired output or not. So let's compile and run this program. So first we are asked the size of the array, so we will do the same example that I have explained to you. So here I have given 6 as a size, and I have given 5 4 4 6 8 8. So what was our output? That was 5 and 6. So yeah, we are getting 5 and 6 as our output. So this was how we can calculate the two elements, how we can get two odd occurring elements from our array. Okay, so I hope you understood this question, and if you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.